Hey everybody, it's DJ 20 Below, and today we're going to be talking about rebuilding the hubs on your classic Corolla. So here's an example of a hub. This is from the front of a Toyota Corolla, and I've removed the bearings and the races from the hub because they're old and I want to replace them. In this case, these bearings are particularly bad. You can see that this one's taken on a different color than the other one, and that means it's worn enough that the metal temperament has changed, so you really can't trust that anymore. And what does a bad bearing mean? As far as a wheel bearing goes, it could mean your wheel falls off and ends up in a ditch, so it's worth replacing. So once you've got your old races and bearings hammered out of your hub and your hub's all nice and clean, and I mean really clean, like as clean as you can get it with brake cleaner and an air compressor, then you take your old race that you hammered out. This is the one that came from this side of the bearing, or the hub I should say. And then you just approximate using your caliper which one of these is closest in size to the race that you're going to install into the hub. And then you'll use that tool bolted onto this. So I've already got this here in this vise and it's level. So I'm going to take my new race right here and line that guy up. It's sitting nice and level in there. And then I'm going to take my bearing press tool, line it up with the race, and we'll start whacking that in there. You can stop and take a look and see seating. It might be going more to one side than another. Right now it's kind of leaning more in this direction. So you can just sort of work the mallet around like that. Really get the race in there flush. And it really takes a bit more force. Mallet might be the right tool, but a hammer in this case is going to move it along. And you can see that seating. I'm just kind of hammering it in this direction. Keep it going in evenly. This is kind of cheating right here. Then you'll feel it. When you finally have it hammered in, you'll feel it doesn't have any give, and the sound of the hammering kind of changes, and then you know that you've got your race in there nice and steady. Okay, so you've hammered your race into the hub and it's sitting flushly. And now it's time to grease your bearings and install them in the race. So here's one of my new bearings. And usually what you do is you take this high temp grease, this up grease, and you cover your palm in it and stick it in there. I'll show you an old mechanic's trick to do it a little easier. You take a spoon and you fill a plastic bag up with the bearing grease, and then you drop your bearing in there, and you get it nice and oh baby, that is one well greased bearing and is ready to go down the road. Okay, so then you got that in there. Take it on out and you plop it in there, and then you put your oil seal on the top of that. Hammer your oil seal on. It'll look like that, and you're done.